Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Aceikith Gaming, back with some Dead by Daylight. So I do thank you all, obviously, for the enormous support that we've been having. I have recently started streaming again. So that is the reason why you haven't been seeing really any YouTube videos for the past few days, because I have started streaming again. If you do want to find me for live streams, however, or if you haven't followed yet, there is a link down in the description below where you will find a lot of my different socials. I do socials as well. I have my own Discord server if you do want to find that out as well. And also, of course, as I said, started streaming again. So if you do want to follow me on Twitch, then please click that button down there where you'll be sent over to Twitch. And then you can follow me on there. We've just recently passed 350 follows, by the way, as well. Literally within the first few days of me returning back to full-time, I'd say full-time streaming. I'm not full-time streaming, but you get what I mean. If you do like the video though, however, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to the channel, where we'll be uploading further YouTube videos as well. It's not going to be as frequent as what it used to be because I am streaming again, but there will be YouTube content to go with it as well. Okay, so, and the reason why I'm recording this is because there is a challenge that actually I didn't quite get previously, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people aren't going to be really knowledgeable to what the challenge does. So Tome 10 came out, I believe about a couple of weeks ago or so. It was around about when mid-chapter patch came out. And one of the challenges is something very unique and brand new to Dead by Daylight. So, the challenge is that you got to commune with one white glyph. Now, what is different to this with a normal glyph? You might ask. Most glyphs have been, you commune with it and you immediately get the challenge complete for the most part. Now, red glyphs have been literally just make contact with it and that's it. Some of them move around. This one is very different, and so therefore is a little bit more difficult. So it says, selecting this challenge, generate a fragile white glyph and take it to a dangerous place without rushing, falling, or being injured. So this makes this a little bit more difficult, and I am going to go over a perk build to possibly help you out, and there is some variation to it, but obviously, first and foremost, you don't have to exactly follow the perk build. You can literally go with any perk build you want. You could even be a brand new player be doing this, really. But just be mindful, you might find it a little bit more difficult. So, the perk build that I am running is, so you can choose two different variations of the first perk. But I prefer this one over the other perk. So the first perk I'm going to be using is Urban Evasion. So my movement speed while crouching is going to be the exact same as what it usually is if I'm just standard walking. Another perk you could run instead of Urban Evasion is Fixated, which your walking speed is going to be increased as well. But Urban Evasion allows you to stay crouched and you're moving at the same pace as what you normally do. So that way you're able to outside. Bearing in mind, one of the challenges is that you do not want to be detected by the killer, because then you have to run and then you draw your fragile glyph and then you're going to have to go and find it again. Which is the reason why we're running perk number 2, Spine Chill. So, while Spine Chill is active, skill checks trigger odds are increased by 10% and your success zones are reduced by 10%. And you do get other things like sabotaging, healing, unhooking, vaulting, cleansing, etc. They're all increased by 6%. The percentages are not what you're looking at. What you're looking at is just the fact that Spine Chill lights up. Because then you know that the killer is on his way to your location. So that way you can go ahead and hide while the killer is around where you are. Another perk that will definitely help you out quite a lot in this type of challenge. Say for example, if you are injured, it's Iron Will. So grunts of pain causes injuries are reduced by 100%. Now, if you've already been injured and then you go and get the glyph, you can still do that as far as I believe. Obviously, I will correct myself if I am wrong in that case. But Iron Will is used quite a lot, and it's especially useful in this challenge. If you're injured and then you get your fragile glyph, you don't want to be hurt by the killer if they're searching around nearby you. At least Iron Will, you're not going to be detected. Just bear in mind, it has to be tier 3, because if it's tier 1 or tier 2, you can still be heard. So just bear that in mind. Perk number 4, it can literally be anything. I'm running BT because obviously after I've done my Glyph challenge, BT is just generally a really good perk that I'll be able to unhook my friends as well. And I'm also just throwing in a Shroud of Binding. You don't have to bring in an offering, you don't have to bring in an item. You just need to run 3 perks ideally. Like this one, it can be fixated if you prefer. But these 2 are the main ones. But just bear in mind, you don't absolutely have to run these perks to be able to do the challenge. It just makes it a little bit easier. So let's get ourselves into a game and hopefully we'll be able to do this challenge. So one of the main things that it does say, take it to a dangerous place. This will always be the same location, but you got to bear in mind it can be in 1 or 2 different locations. So it's always guaranteed when it says dangerous place, the dangerous place will always be the basement. So you have to take it, you'd have to take your damaged glyph over to the basement. That is why it's so dangerous. But the problem is locating it. Now you'll get your notification to where the glyph is, which is, you can see that there. So we will start making our way. Now obviously we do not want to be detected. Okay, so it's a spirit. We'll have to initiate a chase, unfortunately. Do we get a bit greedy there? I think we do, yeah. We do get a bit greedy. It's a bit of a bad pallet drop, but yeah, she's using her power. We'll probably go down here, actually. Maybe not. You just left us. Okay, so there's the basement. So the basement is in the school. So we will have to just remember about that. Now we have also got Iron Will, which is great for the most part against spirits. So this is actually one of the rare times that actually going against the spirit isn't so bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and go and get our glyph. And then we'll just have to attempt to get our way into the school. Now, bear in mind, we don't want to be making any contact with the killer at all from this point until we get it into the school. Oh, a head soda. Let's go ahead and do that. Just bear in mind, this is my very first try doing this recorded. I've done one other game of it on stream, I believe, once. And it didn't go particularly well because I didn't know how to do it. I actually had to search this up myself to find out how to do this challenge. But now obviously your teammates aren't going to know exactly what you're doing yourself as well. And so we're just going to have to run for it and hope we don't drop it. He's on our way now. We do have borrowed time. Yeah, we're just going to have to run. This is not good. So we do unfortunately drop it, but that to be done. Okay, she's dropping it. Yeah, we're going down here, unfortunately. Oh, no, maybe not. Oh, yeah. We're going down now. The Meg. Yeah. But she don't care. As you can see, the glyph has respawned, so we'll go and get that in a minute. So it does seem like one thing it did say, you know, can't run with it. You can run with it, I believe, possibly. But don't take my word for it. Oh, she's coming. Wait. You don't need to do anything. I'm going to be healed in a second, Meg. I'm going to be healed in a second. There you go. Oh dear, if you didn't realise that somebody ended up using a, then in the basement. That's bad. Okay, so let's get the glyph. Bear in mind, we don't want to be dropping down. So we don't want to be going down that hole, although normally I would do. So we'll just go down the stairs. So we're all pretty much in the same area, which is a little bit unfortunate, but... Okay, there she goes. So we won't even need to crouch. Like in this certain scenario, it would actually be better if we had fixated. I'm going to just do this as a little test. Now, I can't drop down that hole because I will drop the glyph. Okay, we'll unhook the Claudette and we'll go and get the glyph. So, it does seem like that we'll actually get a new item, but it's not really usable in any way. Now, I don't believe you have to take it out with you, but you might get extra blood points for it, possibly. So that we will just have to wait out and see. Oh, they just cleansed haunted grounds. That's good. We just love haunted grounds, don't we? But that is pretty much the challenge, really. It's like, obviously you have to get into basement. There are certain killers that is much more dangerous to do it against. It's also a matter of timing. That was just fortunate that we had somebody to have to rescue in the basement. That won't always happen. Okay, Meg is actually running in the wrong direction. He actually lost the Meg. I don't even know where the Meg is anymore. Yeah, and the Meg's held up now, which is good. So we know where she is actually now. Yep, angry. But there you go. That is pretty much the challenge. There it is. So the first thing you got to do is locate where the white glyph is. Once you've found the glyph, you then got to sneak into the basement, where you can then get your fragile glyph repaired. Which then you'll obviously get a repaired glyph. From that point on, just do what you want, basically. You don't have to actually escape the trial, either. So just bear that in mind. Also, because it is an item that you can't really use, it will be taken away from you after the game. But just bear in mind that you do get extra blood points for it. For this challenge as well. So you do have to do that. So as you can see there, the challenge has been completed. So yeah, so that's pretty much that. If you do enjoy the video, however, don't forget to click the like button and also subscribe to the channel if you do want to see more videos such as this as well. But otherwise, I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time.